Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another video. And today we're obviously in the Peak District, but we're up near Edale, so let's get into it. Welcome back, guys and gals. So as you know, we're at Edale. Sorry for the wind, might be a bit windy. So we've just walked about 2 miles, bit of road, bit of terrain, foresty area, from the car park to where we are now. Just over there through those trees is Edale village, town, whatever you want to call it. Over there you've got, I think it's Greenslow Knoll, and then a bit further you've got Kinder Scout. Very first time we went camping we tackled Greenslow Knoll and Kinder Scout, which was very difficult. Got Holly with me today. So today there isn't really a destination in mind. I'm just seeing this way up from last time and thought we'll take that way, see what we can find. The weather said sunny, cloudy with a chance of sun. It is extremely, extremely hot. So this journey is going to be full of sit-down breaks because Ryan's too lazy. So the weather was supposed to be sunny all day today, sunny and cloudy, but now there's a chance of a thunderstorm, which ain't great, so I'm going to keep my eye on the weather, and if it does get to a point where I'm going to think there is going to be one, we can sleep in the car where we've parked, so that's always a possibility. I'll have to keep you updated on that. Now we've got to tackle this little incline, which I'm not looking forward to at all. Hopefully next time I speak to you I'll be sat down and I'll actually have a smile on my face. The inclines are quite rough, but nowhere near as bad as steps. Steps are the most awful thing to climb, especially when there's hundreds of them. Oh, little bird then. Like just down here it was all steps. And it's an absolute nightmare, especially when you got this pack on your back. I got a little, like a weighing scale that you pick bags up with. It's not good. Like 14.5 kilos. Doesn't seem like much, but it is when you're walking up a mountain with it on your back. And then Holly's was just, what was yours? 9 kilos. I've not brought anything unnecessary though, so it's just my gear really. My gear is quite heavy. But as I've said in the previous video, the lighter and better you go, the well more expensive you get, so where do you draw the line? So, we just sat down for a spot of food. Holly wants to go and camp down there, just past that little kind of dips there, and then that should be kind of out of the way of view of people. I'm just going to take a little walk up here and check it out if there are any flat spots, any out of the way areas that we can go to. Oh, it's nice to take my bag off and actually just enjoy the hike. It's not enjoyable with that huge bag on your back full of all that weight. Bit of a conundrum. Holly wants to camp there, like I said, just there. And I came walking further along, and as far as the eye can see, it's this stuff. It's like really thick brush, full of ticks and all sorts of other insects, so that's obviously not going to happen. I can carry on walking, but it just starts going downhill just past that peak where those people are. So, I'm going to have a walk down there where Holly said. And then hopefully it looks good out of the way. So I'm going to take a walk down there. Have a look. We're not going to settle a bit anyway. We've still got, it goes dark really late now, so we've got hours of sunshine left. So I definitely wouldn't be setting up right now. Just probably pad out, have a lie down, cook up some food if Holly's hungry. I get a brew on. There's Holly over there somewhere. People really need to come out here and see this for themselves because it is absolutely unreal. Good day, boys and girls. Oh god, my breath. This was the place we chose, but the ground is just so uneven. It's impossible to set the tent up here. Like, it looks flat, but then the ground itself is just full of dips and little cliffs. So I think we may have reached a very, very bad choice, and that is to keep in the car, sleep in the car. But we're going to make our way through another trail we've seen and hopefully find somewhere, praying and hoping that we do. But if not, then it looks like we're doing some car camping, which I've wanted to do for a while. I guess we'll wait and see. So, ladies and gents, it's finally happened. I thought it'd take a lot longer for this to actually happen, but well. Doesn't look like we're going to get a spot to camp. I did plan for, I had multiple plans where to go, but everything is just going against us. The wind is super strong up high. I weren't prepared for that at all in the middle of summer. There's a lot of overgrown grass. It's almost impossible to get pegs in. Tried. So we're just heading back down to Edale. I'm not deflated or anything. Still quite happy. I've enjoyed my day. I've really enjoyed the hike for the most part. Sweated a lot. I feel like I've done a good bit of exercise. As you can see, we're losing daylight quite quickly, but we should still have a couple of hours of light at least. Just making our way down, and I'm getting cramp in my right leg, which isn't good. There was also an issue. Holly went scouting for a spot, and she was making her way back to where I was. And then in the distance, all I heard was Holly, "What the F? What the F?" So I was like, oh, I couldn't see really well. So luckily we've got a bit of signal, so I called her. I was like, "What's wrong?" She's like, "It's a dead sheep." I was like, that's what happens in the hills, unfortunately. They can't find them all. But she was like, it was all open and there was flies everywhere. And it just freaked her out because she nearly stepped in it and she didn't notice it. So yeah, that's made her a bit on edge. Especially when we went to set up and there was flies everywhere. Made her think maybe there's something like that close by. Clouds aren't looking too fancy. So maybe we got a bit lucky with not finding a spot, because if there is a thunderstorm, not comfortable enough testing out my tent in that. Especially on the slope where we were, it'd have got super wet. And it might have been a terrible night's sleep. But we live and we learn. Still got to carry on making the video. We'll just do some car camping instead. Show you where we are parked. The guy there, really nice guy. We parked there last time we came. And I think it's like £10 for an overnight stay. It's just about a mile past Edale. So you do have to walk back up if you do decide to stop there. But it's cheaper than other places. And he's a really nice man. And he even said earlier on, he was like, go for your hike and then come back and then you can get in your car or whatever. So I explained to him that we're going to go do some wild camping. Just having a chat with him. But I'll go back there and explain the situation. That obviously things haven't worked out. Does he mind if we just stop in the car? Which I think he'll be fine with. Oh, might go down to, when we go back down through Edale, get myself a nice cold pint. Because I'm sweating. We're just coming up on Edale now. I'm going to get a drink, have a look in the general shop to see if they've got any snacks and sorts. Now I don't have to worry about a weight limit. I have enjoyed my day, it's been really good. I've enjoyed sweating and actually exercising. 500 and odd metres it was that we climbed up. I think, according to Google Maps at least. Yeah, we're going to go get a drink now. A well-deserved drink, especially because it's been a letdown drink. What an odd thing. Why is there just a random curb? Weird. See, we're back at the car. Oh, my legs are killing me. Got cramp and feel like my feet are bleeding. We just powered on through. We were going to go in the Edale pub, but it was absolutely hammered. So we didn't do that. Gonna get some water boiling, get some food down us, get us a brew. Then we're just going to chill out. Kind of happy that I'm in comfort of my car because, you know, stupid fly. I don't know, I just feel comfortable in my car. Not got my microphone connected right now, so it might be a bit weird. I'm just eating bacon butty. I got new gas. That's a good sign, it works. It's not like the old one I got. But I definitely need a new stove. The one I've got just does not distribute the flames well at all. It was only cheap, so it makes sense. But I definitely need a new one. So, we're set up for the night. Not in the most ideal location. In the back of my Ford Focus. This is very small. It's been a good day. It has been a good day. I've enjoyed getting about. Still got some good views. Got the sun just setting over there. Right, now I need to address this. In my last video, I had all these grand schemes of, oh, we're going to go camping here, going to go camping there. And then weirdly enough, I got into roller coasters. Like, I was scared of roller coasters my entire life, and then me and my brother-in-law went and got on some, and now I'm addicted to them. And keep going to theme parks. I got an Alton Towers Merlin pass so I can go there as many times as I want. So that kind of overtook my camping thing, but I still wanted to do the camping, so obviously you still get your videos, just not as just not as many. It is difficult to get out and do a lot of camps because Holly's just started a new job where she's working on weekends at the moment. So for us to get the time, it's got to be booked a month, like at least a month in advance. So it's like trying to find the balance of booking it a month in advance but also hoping for good weather. So I'll have to play with that. We were going to go to the Rambler Inn in Edale, the pub they've got there, for some food, but then I thought I'll look online, see if I can find a menu. It stopped serving food at 8 and it was like 5 to 8, so that's a shame. We ate some bacon butties. We didn't eat our pot noodles. I thought if we eat the bacon butties now in the morning, we can go somewhere on the way home, get a nice bite, nice snack. Back at the car anyway, nice and comfortable. Got me Crocs on. Now I've not always been a Croc man, but now I got Crocs and they are so comfortable. I actually remembered my boots this time, unlike last time where I did the entire camp in trainers. So yeah, I got me Crocs to wear, they're comfortable. I got them off someone who will actually be coming on the channel at some point soon. My friend Ollie, or Oliver Twist as Holly likes to call him. I'm sure he won't be happy to hear that. But yeah, you'll be seeing him on the channel soon, because just me and Holly have a holiday coming up on the 16th of July, and hopefully we are going to a nice place, so I do plan on actually making a video about that. Mainly for my family to see, so they can see the holiday, but if people watch it, people watch it. But after the holiday, the plan is to go on a hike with Ollie up Three Shires Head, I think it's called. I've seen pictures, it looks nice, and hopefully we'll have a good day up there. I do see people hiking, and they seem to be enjoying it a lot more than we are, but we always have the heavy stuff on our back, so I am looking at getting into doing a bit of hiking separately to my wild camping. Do love the wild camping, but getting a good hike here and there is
places to stay.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah, when you go hiking you can always scout for places to stay in the future. That way things like today won't happen where we just lose things. And on to that note, all them places I pointed out earlier on in the video about where we can camp, there was just so many things to factor in. We had not a lot of flat ground, and where we did have flat ground, it weren't as flat as you would hope. Train's being rude. Weren't as flat as you would hope, so you could walk on it and it'd seem flat, but then your foot are just dipping. So to sleep on that, it'd be absolutely awful. Jeez, that's a big train. Talk about getting sidetracked. Yeah, it wasn't flat enough to actually stay. There was also a lot of fields and places to camp where there was a lot of sheep. But when we were on our way back down, I realised that it said lambing season, so a lot of the sheep must just be about, up and out. And they were being very territorial, so I assume that is something to do with the lambing season, which I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, we had a look for other spots further up, but it was just all the kind of, they're like very thick bushes that have got like lavender in them. I'm not really sure what they are, but they're just full of critters. Like you can hear them like chirping away, and then you stand on it, a big puff of pollen comes out, and definitely don't want to be dealing with ticks that come out of there. So that kind of fell off the card straight away. I'm not sad that we didn't find a place to camp, because I've never actually stayed in my car before, so I'm gonna probably never stay in my car again because it's very small. But yeah, I'm not sad. We keep moving forward and learn. There's not much else you can do. I was thinking about driving to another spot and maybe finding a discreet forest or something, but we paid for overnight. You got someone in that van right there who is staying the night as well. Don't think they're back yet from their hike or whatnot. The guy who owns this land, he lives over there in that caravan. I think he's not actually back yet, or he's not there. I've not seen him. Yeah, this car park is quite big, as you can see, and it's £5 for an all-day stay or £10 for the night, which I think is a really good price. And he's really friendly. Like, we've been places before and asked for an overnight stay, and they've just been complete and utter. What's the nicest word I can use?
Rude.
Rude. They've been very rude. Oh yeah, it's been an experience of a day, that is for sure. I've had a look, check for myself, looking for any ticks. My feet are killing, so I was a bit worried there, but they're just red. No blisters, nothing of the sort. Right, so I've got a few new little bits and bobs. This one is the weirdest of the lot because my dad gave it me yesterday. It's just a light, and I'm surprised that it is so lightweight. Takes 3 AAA batteries, and you can just like wrap it around wherever you need. And it's actually provides a good bit of light. I'm surprised with it. So does that little thing. With my sleeping pad, my sleeping pad is the Trekology Luft L80, I think. And the bag that it comes in, oh, it's dreadful. It was really, really bad. It barely fits the sleeping pad in it. Like, you can't get it in the sleeping pad and there be any spare room, which is good, but it is super tight. If you can't roll that sleeping pad up back perfect, which is almost impossible, it won't go in the bag. So when we were camping last time, I think you've seen on the video, I was trying to force it in the bag and the bag split and ripped, so I've had to buy a new compression sack which isn't as small as I'd like, so that takes up a lot of room in my bag, so I'm going to have to get another one of those. But it's hard to find one that is the right size because they're listed small, medium, large. It's like, well, how small is small? And then when I checked the measurements and got the medium, which I thought I needed, it's too big. So I'm going to have to get one of those. Got the new gas, that's around here somewhere. I think it might be in my bag. That actually works, it's not the Easy Click Plus one, whatever the last one I got was. So I've actually been able to cook on good gas, one that ain't running out. Holly also got a new pair of boots, which she's super happy with.
Yeah.
She's just been using trainers so far, and to have the extra ankle support on your feet as you're walking, it's a big deal. She was asking me, she was like, why don't you just wear your Crocs when you go up the mountain? I'm like, because that extra ankle support whilst you're climbing a mountain is a big difference than wearing a pair of these. So yeah, we're just going to rest for a little bit, get some TV shows watched. Holly's got some movies, I've got a few episodes of Clarkson Farm to get through.
But we have got signal, so.
Yeah, we've got signal as well, which is always a good thing about Edale and the surrounding area. You just get signal for some reason. Everywhere else in the Peak District I've never had signal, unless I'm really high up. But even now, when we're down kind of in the valley of Hope, like Hope Valley, we still get signal, which is always a plus. I know you're supposed to be kind of getting off the grid when you come into these places, but mothers need texting and TV shows need watching. Alright then, so we're just laying in bed. It's late now, it's like 10:30. Gonna try and get some sleep. It's pretty uncomfortable, but we'll see. It's not too bad if I lie on my side, but we don't have the air mattress or anything else because it's not big enough. Oh, I'm tired though. So, yeah, I'll catch up with you in the morning. We'll go and get some breakfast. Good morning, we're finally awake. Sun's in the sky. It's a warm morning. It's a pretty warm night, to be fair. I didn't get cold. The guy who owns this car park's just let his donkey out onto the car park. But he stays over there. we're going to get her packing away pretty quick this morning because we're going to go get some breakfast. Right, so we've got a bit of a time jump. Last time you seen me, I was half awake in my car. But now you can see I'm a bit more lively with my McDonald's. So we get to enjoy some nice hot food before we go home. So I just want to let people know about some certain things. I mentioned yesterday that I've got into doing like theme parking and roller coasters and stuff. And I thought, well, I was walking around there one day and I just thought, could easily just make a video and show people about the park, about, I don't know, different rides, and it follows the adventure style of my channel, so how adventurous, and it's not all about wild camping and hiking, though I still will be doing that. I'm just thinking that when I can't obviously push out a lot of videos, I can, if I'm out at a theme park, I can video it and show you. Obviously, I'm not allowed to do stuff on rides like POVs unless you get permission off the park owners. So that's always a possibility down the road. I feel like I've kind of let people down today because this camp, it just went really crappy. But thinking back at it now, yesterday when we kind of lost the idea of the spot where we were going to go, I think if we'd have carried on walking back a bit but staying on the top of the hills, we could have found a spot, but you live and you learn. Unfortunately, we didn't carry on. We just went back. But it's been an experience. I enjoyed it. I don't think I want to sleep in my car again unless I get an actual proper sleep system set up, because that was a bit rough. My car's full of bits and bobs anyway, so there weren't much space to cram everything. So now I'm going to enjoy the rest of my McDonald's. So you know what you need to do. Like, subscribe, comment, and hopefully you will see me again very soon with some new faces. Thank you for watching.